welcome back to our channel. Today we have a special guest with us, my grandfather, Dr. Bandyopadhyay. I am going to ask him few questions about diet and healthy living. How can I be tall?
You see, your height is mostly controlled by the gene. Genes are like the keys of your piano. The keys of your piano are fixed, but the type of the music which you are going to produce from this piano is by your playing, which key you are pressing, isn't it? Similarly, though the genes are fixed, but still which gene is going to be activated and which gene is going to be deactivated is going to be determined by you, only you, and your surrounding environment. In this case, of course, the height of an individual is mostly fixed by the genes, but still one can do these things to influence in a better way. Like one is the diet, what you are taking as food. You see, the green vegetables are very important here because green vegetables has got folic acid or some vitamins which activate the good vitamins and deactivate the bad vitamins. So green vegetables are very important. Similarly, fruits. Why fruits? Because fruits you consume raw, you don't cook it. There are so many vitamins like B complex, vitamin C, they get destroyed mostly by cooking. So these are the food items you have to be very, very choosy to pick up. And secondly is exercise. Again, by exercise, one can activate a lot of good genes into action. So exercise is very, very important for healthy growth. And thirdly is your sleep. Because the growth hormone, the hormone mainly responsible for growth, is produced mostly during sleep, particularly in a kid like you. So good amount of sleep. So one is diet. Diet means good green vegetables and fruits. Secondly, exercise. And thirdly, good amount of sleep. So these three things one can do at your age to ensure whatever extra height one can gain.
How can someone lose weight and maintain that weight?
Yes, here though the weight is also of a person is determined by gene to some extent, but here all the piano keys are in your control. One can totally control how the weight of the person will shape up. Even if whatever gene the individual has inherited, he or she can control his or her weight by playing the right amount of type of music, by pushing the right type of keys. What happened is some years back I purchased some sausages. Now these sausages are very hit in our house, everybody liked to take them. But then I discovered that all the sausages, they have added sugar in it. The big corporations, they know if anybody add sugar, people will eat it more because it tastes sweet. So this is the point. We must see what we are eating. We see the composition. So number one point here is that junk food should not be taken. Again, green leafy vegetables and fruits to be taken, and for the reason we have already discussed, and less amount of carbohydrate and more amount of fat. This is one contrary to our popular belief that fat is going to increase your body fat is totally wrong. Fat is the substance, food, nutrient which is the healthiest, and carbohydrate is actually is a very risky component of our diet. So one can try to reduce carbohydrate as much one can.
Are all calories same?
This is a very good question. You see, apparently it looks like in arithmetic, simple arithmetic, calorie in and calorie out, whatever calorie you take from whatever source it is, whatever you take, and whatever calorie you expend. It is if the calorie you have taken is more than what you have expended, you are going to increase your weight. But actually it is not so. If you see in the beginning, what we are going to do in a day, suppose in early morning, I'm not talking of a kid like you, a person like me, what we do, we get up early morning, we take a cup of tea, but with 2 biscuits. Now what are these biscuits? These biscuits contain not only sugar, even if it is not sweet biscuits, it will definitely contain starch. Wheat is nothing but starch. Now the wheat, the moment we take wheat, it breaks down into glucose molecule and our blood glucose level goes up. What happens is, after this early morning tea, we take breakfast. What we take breakfast? Mostly 2 toasts, bread. Again, that is wheat. Again, it gives rise to glucose. In lunch, our main cornerstone of our lunch is bread or rice. Again, mostly it is giving rise to glucose. So we can see most of the time we give rise to glucose. The moment in the blood glucose comes, there is a very important hormone called insulin. The insulin is secreted from a gland called pancreas. Now this insulin causes, its function is to reduce the glucose level in the blood. What it does is that glucose which is there in the blood, it pushes that glucose into the cells. But in the bargain, what happens is, as we are taking incrementally over a period of 20 period of day, multiple times this carbohydrate rich food, always our insulin level remains high. So what happens is, this high level of insulin causes deposition of fat in all over our body. This carbohydrate not only converted into fat in the liver, but also this high level of insulin ensures that we keep on depositing fat in our body. So the problem's solution is that if we take, instead of carbohydrate, if we take fat in our diet, there is no rise of insulin. And when there is no rise of insulin, there is no deposition of fat. You can imagine, you have got in your living room, you have got a fireplace. In fireplace, suppose you are running your fireplace by your old newspapers and scrap papers. What will happen? Every time you put them, they will be used up in the fire, and you have to put extra papers again and again. Same thing happens here. The moment we take this type of carbohydrate, our blood glucose level goes up, insulin comes, and blood glucose level goes down. And when it goes down, we feel hungry. So continuously again we eat, again our blood glucose level goes up and we secrete insulin, blood glucose level goes down, again we get hungry. So this roller coaster ride of, our we get hungry, we get glucose, we get hungry, we get glucose, we get hungry, we get glucose, but level of insulin is continuously high. So instead of to run a fireplace, instead of scrap papers which you have to put again and again continuously, you put a log of wood, big log of wood in the fireplace, and you forget about it. It will last the whole night. Same thing is, instead of this carbohydrate, if you take fat, you feel satiety, so don't feel hungry, and it continues to burn our metabolism, at a steady rate and there is no rise of insulin, and we start losing our body fat also. That is also going to be utilized. So you can easily see that calorie from fat and calorie from carbohydrate is completely opposite in your body. So all calories are not same. Understood? Thank you for beautiful questions.
Bye.